We're going to Universal Studios Orlando, and basically we decide to drive. We're driving and we get to Florida. However, when we get to Florida, it's 1 in the morning, so we decide to look for a hotel. There were a lot of places with hotels. There's one area, it had like 20 different hotels. However, only one of them was open. We didn't care, we were really tired. We went to the front desk and asked for a room. Even though I was tired and even though I was 10, I could tell something was off about this guy. He gave us a room and we went to put our stuff in the room. We entered the room and immediately we could smell something. It smelled like a dead body. I don't know what dead bodies smell like, but it smelled really bad. And the floor was tilted and there were like dozens upon dozens of bugs on the floor. But whatever, we thought they're not that many. We went on the bed, but the bugs were just really uncomfortable. We checked the bathroom and the curtain was ripped. We checked the fridge and there was rotted milk. And I'm not even joking, there actually was. Although, we went on the bed and I accidentally dropped my swimsuit. Dozens of bugs swarmed on it. I washed it thoroughly and then we decided to try to go to sleep. We couldn't sleep. There were dozens of things wrong with the room, just so much that we decided we'd rather drive farther. My parents left the room and so did my brother. I was finishing packing up and then I noticed a closet and how it was slightly open. I was staring at it and suddenly it burst open. I literally fell on the floor and tumbled because the floor was tilted. The guy from the desk, he then pulled out a gun and pointed it at me. I'm pretty sure it was a shotgun. He said that if I made any noise, I would be dead. Suddenly I heard my parents walking on the concrete, and so did he, and he dove out the window. And when I say dove, I mean like he dove as if he were diving into a swimming pool. That's the kind of dove he did. Basically, didn't tell my parents. I don't know why, I probably would have. And my dad went to the desk and demanded a refund. The guy said, okay. But as he was doing the refund, he very coldly stared at me. And I wish that was the end of him, but it wasn't. We drove like another hour before finding another hotel, and we checked in. We slept perfectly, and then the next morning we went to Universal. But as I was riding the rides, I noticed that guy. Oh, fuck. But then I realized I could get him in trouble because he might be armed. So I ran to a police officer and said there might be a guy armed. He told the man to get on the ground. But oh my god, what happened next was shocking. He literally threw the same gun into some lake. So the police officer somehow didn't notice it and he wasn't able to find it. He got his gun back and just stared at me very coldly. We left Universal and checked into the same hotel, although during the night I woke up and even though I was waking up, I could see a figure on the opposite side of the corner. I made sure it wasn't my parents or Liam. It was not them. I knew it was that guy. Although I don't think he noticed I waked up. So I had to go to the bathroom. So I said, I'm going to the bathroom. And somehow he didn't catch on. I walked to the bathroom. And then I pretended to close the door. And then I charged at him, grabbed the gun, and pointed it at him. And said, we're gonna wait till the police get here. But once again, he dove out the window. That's how he got in. The window was open. I immediately shut it, keeping the gun. And then a police officer knocked on the door. He said, you are armed and we're taking you to jail. I tried to explain it, but he didn't listen. However, just before we were walking out of the hotel, we were about to get into the police car when all of a sudden a lady ran and said, we have footage of him sneaking in through the window with a gun. The guy was then sentenced to life in prison for attempted murder and apparently killing 50 other people. I still have nightmares, and I still wonder, will he ever find me? I don't think he will. My dad, thank God, didn't give him any personal information other than money, so he has no way of tracking us, I think. Thank you guys for listening to my story. Alright guys, so this kind of was based off a true story, except the desk guy didn't really try to kill us. We checked into a hotel in Florida, and basically the floor was tilted. There were dozens of bugs. The shower curtain was ripped, and there was actual rotten milk in the fridge. And there was something off about the guy, but he didn't try to kill us. So yeah, that's basically the story. Thank you for listening, and bye.